as I was putting this makeup on, you know, it was almost, I felt like I was putting the war paint on to go out into battle. And that's what women do, don't we? We are warriors and we just carry on, don't we?
Yeah. And on this episode of Spill the Tea with LLIB, we have the incredible Leanne Brown. So Leanne, can you share with our listeners more about your business and the aspects that set it apart?
I am a co-founder of a retreat business, which is called Eat, Pray and Self-Love. Got it from the Julia Roberts film, which is one of my favourites. We really take people on a journey through transformation. People don't like using that word now because of the AI thing, but we do literally see transformations in front of our eyes, and we do work on different aspects from the mind, body and the soul. My business partner has her own journey. Sophie, she had a life-threatening illness, which she cured herself through alternative healing. So that in itself is just mind-blowing. So we obviously do plant-based food and teach about like the nutrition side of things. And then I come in with the mindset, and, you know, we do the yoga and recoding beliefs, limitations. We just really enhance people's lives to empower them to thrive and not just survive. Because I think like the majority of people nowadays are kind of like surviving, aren't they? And whether not just, I'm not talking on a financial thing, which obviously I know there's a lot of that struggles financially, you know, the security of that. But also it's that I've just done a post actually about how we're just doing, aren't we? We're always constantly thinking like the next thing we've got to achieve, the next thing we've got to do, aside from, you know, probably being all busy mums and all the things in our lives. But I need to take my own advice sometimes, and I needed a retreat and just stop and just ground yourself and just be able to spend that time and invest on yourself, because the majority of people just don't do that. Like I just said on the post I did, we're very easy to save and save and save to buy a new sofa or a new kitchen or something for the house. And the house it does become our home, but what is our home is our bodies and our minds. And that is the most important thing that we should be taking care of and invest in ourselves.
I think there's got to be a real shift, hasn't there, to it not being something that's indulgent, especially for women and for busy mums, like you say. That self-care, it's almost become this buzzword that's being bandied around, but yet so many people are still living in that survival mode because of the fact that it's still, you still feel it as something that's so indulgent to do, don't you? You know, to have a spa day or to go on a retreat, it feels like something that's really indulgent, when actually to take time out to process the things that are happening around us and what's going on is vital for us to move out from that survival mode into thriving.
And just to show up as the best version of yourself as well. Like you say, it's you can't give what you don't have. So if you can't give from an empty cup, they say, an empty teacup. You can't do that. So the first and most important thing is fill your own cup up with that self-love and with that self-care, so you can thrive at your optimum level to be able to give and provide for all your loved ones, like at the best vibration you can, really.
You see so many people, especially women, investing in our appearance and what we look like, and they're quite quick to do that. So quick to jump to, you know, to go to the hairdressers or to go to the salon and etc. But to actually invest someone to ask someone to invest in themselves, you question it so much. Do I really need it? Do I really? When actually you need that before anything else.
There's so much masking going on, isn't there? I think, you know, again, going back to another post that I did recently about the makeup, women, like I was putting makeup on after I'd been lying there and I'd been crying all day and been going through a bad time. And then I got up and my daughter was like, you coming to the gym? And I forced myself to get up, but I had to put makeup on because, I mean, I'm one of those women that very, very rarely see me without makeup. So it took quite a lot of courage to take a picture and post it, because I'll always have a bit of mascara on or something. But as I was putting this makeup on it was almost, I felt like I was putting the war paint on to go out into battle and, and just shield all the things that I was really feeling inside. And that's what women do, don't we? We are warriors, and we have to, we just carry on, don't we? We just carry on. So when it does come to doing something for yourself on an internal level, especially, we have layer upon layer upon layer of shit in there.
Yeah.
I was going to say 100%. Shit, can't I?
That's what it is.
Channel 4 don't swear. But yeah, it is just layer upon layer, and it takes so much time, and it takes so much courage to embark on this journey initially, to actually delve into them shadows of ourselves. And it's scary, but that it's finding them sparks and that light that's still in us, and life just kind of smother us, doesn't it? And when we do take that leap of faith in ourselves, and that chance in ourselves to discover all the light that we've been smothering with the layer upon layer of masking all these things that have happened to us. And we've all, not just women, men and women, we all mask everything. You had Katie on here about the breath work, and I know how powerful that is to release trauma. And we don't realise how much there is until we start unravelling it. And it's scary. It's scary, but it's so rewarding when you do it, and and the more you do it, the more you reveal. And it's really shit in the process of it, don't get me wrong. Like I say, I've literally just been so I've been really in a difficult place, and I think it is a bit down to like the menopause and the hormones, because I'm going through that as well. I know like El Serrar, I do take, I'm a big advocate for Alyssa with El Serrar, and I have been taking it religiously, but I haven't been very good with that. And then you get out of the other things that then are coming into my lives. Obviously the separation from my from my marriage, and the separation of the kids. I tell you what no one tells you, they don't warn you about when your kids get to that age when they don't need you anymore. Yeah. I don't know how old your kids are, but
19 and 18.
Oh my God. It has hit me like a ton of bricks in my face. And it's revealed so much about me to do with the rejection that I've had in my past. And it all then unravels, and it goes back to my father wound. And it is crazy. And again, well, it's just a healing process, isn't it? But yeah, they because I'm putting out there, I then feel rejected. I get more rejection back. It's like whatever you put out, you get, and until you work through it and understand where it comes from. But yeah, there's been so many revelations that have happened that have been so valuable for me to work through. And that is why, obviously, the reason for me doing that, for having to go through that, and the reason why it's showing me all these things is so I can then be of service to others. Hence why going back to doing the retreats and, to be able to not only share my knowledge, but learn from everyone else and what their journeys and stories and what they've been through. It's so rewarding.
It's like a breath of fresh air sitting listening to you. I know social media, you put a lot out there, like that post I really resonated with that. And I appreciate you being so vulnerable on that, because there would have been so many people, especially women, looking at that and thinking, it's normal. It's okay. Yeah. Like, I'm sure there was so many people who looked at that and just had a little bit of a like me moment. So yeah, that's pretty incredible that you do put that stuff out there, because it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. So what inspired you to venture into this particular industry? What was the lead up?
Well, coming away from the housewives, the world of reality TV, I think it was, it's the why is the children, isn't it? I wanted to inspire my kids, but I wanted to do something for me. And by going on the show, obviously that was just an environment that I knew didn't fit for me. And but it's all part of the journey. It's all part of the learning process and the realization of everything that was going on around me. I always tell a story of my daughter saying that when she got asked to be what she wanted to be when she grew up, and she said a shopper like mummy. That was when I was in the height of the WAG era. You know, that's what she thought my job was, shopping for things, material objects. And I had a rude awakening, you know, coming away from the show. I went I went to Kenya, got involved in a charity that helped with sponsoring girls with female genital mutilation to prevent them from having that and forced marriage. And I went over to Kenya and seeing how it's just a completely different world and the struggles that women face. And I just really wanted to do something positive. I'd been in such a toxic environment that was women that weren't realistically supporting, the majority of them not supporting each other. And that's what the show's about fundamentally, isn't it? It's about like the drama. And I just really wanted to delve into something that made me feel good about myself and helped other people. And so when I started to share the stuff about the charity, I didn't really know where it was going to go, but obviously everything that's happened has led me onto the path I'm on now. You know, I've been writing, I had my crystal healing. I've been on that spiritual journey for a lot of years. When I think I was having, Lola's 13, I was having like my crystal healing when I was, before I was pregnant. So I was very open to it. Yeah. And it was actually Vicky, the crystal healer, said, you need to write. And she sort of introduced me to the journaling. And I always say Tanya was the one that then like really got me onto more of the self-development books and stuff, because she did her book. And she was always quite encouraging, saying, you know, you can do it for yourself. And, you know, so I did start writing and written my self-help journal, Grace, Gratitude, Grit, and then released that when I left the show. So again, it's just things I suppose I always say set an intention without an expectation, and sort of the initial journey going to Kenya was the intention of wanting to empower other women, and it's led me to this point now. So, but the why is, I will finish by saying my kids were totally like uninspired by me, because obviously seeing the journey that I've been on, Lilia, first of all, I did the kids' clothing, and she was doing like fashion designing, and then she said she wanted to be a fashion designer. Amazing. And then Lola was in school, and after I did my journal, then she'd brought home this little like a paragraph of something that she'd written at school saying about believing in yourself and you are beautiful, and writing these affirmations. And she was only really young, but just shows you how they watch what you do, but they don't listen to what you say, unfortunately. But it made me feel good, and that's what really drives me to, that's my why, I think, you know, just to inspire people and learn, keep growing. Yeah.
And I think on that journey, you know, you have had, although maybe not the best time surrounded by the best people, there's so much learning that's gone on, isn't there? And the bits that you've taken from that have led you to that. Each bit has led you to the next part of your journey. You know, your journal wouldn't have come, you know, had you not been part of that. And there's so much learning that happens even through the times that we'd maybe choose to forget or change, you know.
Absolutely.
To change stuff would be to then cut out huge chunks of where we are right now.
Yeah. You've got a great saying, haven't you, Cal?
That your darkest moments can be the springboards for your biggest successes if you can let them. And it sounds like you really have. Like that's, you know, there have been these dark moments, and you talk about your separation, but to be able to use that as a beacon, and what we go through can be something that someone else grows through, you know, that is an incredible thing to be able to do. Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say that is like in your lowest moments is when the actual growth happens, the biggest growth happens, isn't it? The same with like Rumi, isn't it? The light is, the wound is where the light enters. Yeah. That's the saying. Yeah. I was just listening to Wayne Dyer actually on the way here, and he was talking about, you know, about things that are happening and taking full responsibility for where you are in your life right now. And saying about how, you know, when you hold on to things like resentment, especially for things that have been done to you, I suppose, and they might not be your fault, but
everything is a choice, and you have to take that responsibility, whether it be in however difficult it was, whatever relationship you're in. Every decision that you've made got you to wherever you were. So when you hold on to the pain, it doesn't serve you. It just runs through your body like poison. Like when you have a snake bite, the snake bites you, but it's the actual poison that kills you. It's the venom that kills you because it runs through your body. And it's a bit like getting burned or being hurt by other people. If you hold on to that venom and you allow it to run through you and don't learn how to release it, then that's what will kill you.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty powerful, isn't it?
Yes.
That's pretty powerful. So what do you find most fulfilling then about the journey that you're on with the people who come to you for support and do the retreats and do all the sessions that you provide? What fills you up?
Just seeing the shifts that happen in front of our eyes. We just did a couples retreat, actually, our first couples retreat at Arnside. And we've got another one in a few weeks, and it went so well. And I was so nervous about it because I'd not done a couples one before. We'd done men and women and then like the mixed ones, but not literally just couples. And one of the guys on there, I mean, they all had shifts, they all had, even like all the guys like were crying, and these are all from like a corporate background. And one of the guys was, he'd left there. So we were doing different work. We were doing inner child work, and that couple had been together since we were at school, and they were so beautiful. And they'd been through a bit of a rough patch and one thing and another, and they were all really open. And you go into somewhere like that, you have to be sort of open-minded. And but some people aren't. They come and they're very closed and they think they're ready, but they're actually not. But it was just so beautiful to witness so many shifts. And he left there, and he written like a 5-page blog about his experience.
Wow.
And I mean, it was very funny in some parts, but I'll tell you a bit. We were talking about when I was doing the yoga, we were doing the happy baby pose. And because we do all the plant-based stuff, we obviously feed them a lot of beans.
Oh, I know where this is going.
It's not a great pose for that, is it?
No. So when we did the men's retreat, we had one of the guys on it, and he let out the biggest fart.
How'd you not laugh as the instructor?
Oh, we did. We did. Oh, it's that kind of atmosphere. Do you know what I mean? It was just so funny. So I was telling all of these couples about this experience with the guy, and saying about how we're eating all these beans, and then it was saying, oh yeah, and I got him to do the happy baby pose, and then I got them in the happy baby pose, and they're like, bloody hell, Leanne, you know what's going to happen now? And I was like, don't fight, you're going to blow me through the window. Well, I literally wet myself because they were all laughing with the legs up in the air, and I had to run to the toilet because I literally dribbled. And I told them, like, and on the way to the toilet, I farted. And I had to so I had to tell them when they come back. I was like,
just done I can't believe
very sexy. But he's written all about this in the blog. And I was like, there's like, the little special moments, So
if you see a special moment on one of your posts, we know we're insiders now. We know a special moment means.
It was hilarious. We had such good fun. He was like, and obviously the fact that he went away and he took the time to write this beautiful blog. Yeah, warts and all, unfortunately.
Yeah. But that's real. That's real life.
Yeah.
Why are farts still so funny, even as a grown up? Like, there's never a time where
never heard
it's
you say that.
Like, no, and
we were never allowed to say that word growing up. It was like a swear word. Yeah.
So, and do you fart in front of your partners?
No, absolutely not.
No.
Oh my God! See, this is like, good to say no as well.
Yeah.
See, I just think that is really bad for you, ladies.
100%.
What is it, like internally bad, or like that we're not bad, that we can't do it?
My husband wakes away, Leanne, so it's I'm not that bad. You're
5
probably
days,
I do. Yeah.
So you just like you do it all while he's away, and then all the men over the weekend. Oh my God, but it is really bad for you.
Is it?
Yeah. Let it go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I love that. Well,
And our takeaway from today is to let it go. I mean, like, Leanne said earlier today, so look what happens.
Yeah, well, you've got to keep her if you do fart and they still like laugh at it. And I cannot stand it when people say, "Oh no, he would be mortified if I did that. He would be horrified.
My
He would like me
husband would
anymore."
be encouraging. He'd probably laugh. Yeah. He'd fall off the couch.
He would laugh, but I would be mortified. I don't know what that says about me.
Yeah. And then there's the poo talk. We love a poo talk on the retreat.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because it's been part of Sophie's journey, and she has to do regular enemas to clear her bowel out. She's had problems with the bowel, and she had part of it removed. She's got scar tissue. Wow. So and actually talking about what it should look like when it's healthy, and things like that is important, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is. I think this like stiff British upper lip, isn't it? Still, which is still so present that there are certain things that you just won't talk about that are, it's like periods and, everything's sort of slightly whispered, isn't it? And I think our next generations that are coming up, our children and young people, they are very like open, aren't they? And rightly so. And yet there's still this 40-year-old, me 40, Claire not there yet, but generation.
Well, I'm just going to leave the room now because I'm well over 40.
This generation of people where it was still quite whispered, on my period, and poo. Women don't poo and shouldn't have those either. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We do need to move past that. So I'm glad you're doing that at the retreat.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in Portugal, we do actually give them an enema kit to go and do it while they're there. Yeah. So
that's hardcore.
But yeah, and thank God it's being more easy to talk about, especially with kids, isn't it? Because I mean, we used to have, like, before all the stiff upper lip and that, we used to have rites of passage of women, of girls, like, in celebration, our periods were celebrated. We used to sit in a circle, didn't we, in the sister circle and celebrate, because it's celebration of life in a sense. It's that ovulation, isn't it? And it's all that
Some
life
communities
cycle.
still do, like,
when they have
there's
the red
gifts
tent.
and 100%. Amazing, thank you.
So if you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be? Was that yours?
We were both going in for it then, weren't we? So
tell us more.
Definitely not the farting and having baby pause. But that will probably be it now.
Yeah, that'll be it now.
What will I be remembered? Just that, to inspire people through my own journey, I suppose. And just to be inspiring and for people to, I suppose, know that they can change their lives at any time by making them hard decisions, but it is them decisions that will create us into bring the life that we want. You know what I mean? I suppose. Just to inspire and empower other people, other, men and women. Yeah.
I think you're there doing that now, 100%. So if you could spill the tea with anyone, so a nice cup of tea with anyone, who would you choose and why?
Oh, there's so many people running around in my head. I'm like,
do I
want a sexy hot guy that's going to say like a Brad Pitt or I think it would be somebody like Wayne Dyer or Dolores Cannon. Dolores Cannon, who does the quantum healing.
And why? What would you ask?
Oh, what would I ask? I would ask Dolores to put me into like that hypnotic state and take me to all my past lives and do all that. Yeah. And Wayne Dyer, gosh, I just think I would just be mesmerised by him and just listen to his stories. I don't know if there's anything to ask. It's just allowing the master to talk, isn't it? Yeah. And Brad Pitt, we'll keep on what we will be asking.
There'll be no tea at that tea party.
Is he still hot, Brad Pitt? I've not seen recent pictures of him. I'm sure there's some young. I actually really like a younger guy, so I'm thinking, yeah.
You can have whoever you want at the tea party.
Eligible bachelors out there.
There you go. And it's a different type of podcast today. That's tomorrow, Leanne. We do that tomorrow. I love that.
So on this show, we do have a bit of a closing tradition, and it is all around how you would make the perfect cup of tea. It's a very competitive process.
Oh.
I know. Who knew? Claire likes to win at everything, but she's not winning today. So if you were to make the perfect cup of tea, how would you?
How would I?
Yeah.
I'm a coffee drinker these days, actually. But yeah, I think it'd have to be a teapot, wouldn't it?
Well,
if you didn't have a teapot.
Oh.
We need the nitty gritty now, don't we?
Yeah.
So if you were going to go into the kitchen and
So you
make us
get
a
your
cup of
cup.
tea.
Well, is there many variations to this?
Well, there's the very,
this is
very
getting
one
really interesting,
important
isn't it?
variation.
There's one right answer, Leanne. It's mine.
Yeah.
So you put your tea bag in the cup.
Yeah, we'll put the tea bag in and
Yeah.
then put the water in.
Yeah.
I won't put the milk in first because I know some people do that, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, because then it's like Wee Willie, isn't it? Wee Willie. We've got Willies on the brain now. But yeah, and then I would like let it dip in and out.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
You've
this is
lost
getting
me.
worse.
Like, you've lost me. I've gone. My cheeks are sore because I'm holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then not too strong, just like medium.
Yeah.
And then milk.
Take the tea bag out.
Yeah, I think I do take the tea bag out before I put milk in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a 50-50. Sometimes I do, maybe sometimes I don't. So I think
Yeah.
that's like a point for both of us.
No, you just want another point. It's my point. You take the tea bag out and then the milk goes
right,
in,
so
which is the right way. Claire leaves the tea bag in.
Okay.
And then lets it wee willy round. No one wants a wee willy.
So you put
No.
milk in first as well?
Oh no. So I put the tea bag in, put the milk, put the water in, give it a little stir, put my milk in, take the tea bag out because I want to get it right. I want to get it the right strength before I take the tea bag out.
I see the method in the madness. Yeah, I do.
I like
do.
that you called it madness.
Yeah.
It is
Best than
madness.
feral. I think one person called me feral once, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Can we do a retreat on how to make the perfect cup of tea? And then send Claire.
Yeah,
Would that be all right?
What tea do you drink then so there are some great teas out there that like help and heal.
Yeah.
Are there any teas that you like are your go-to for certain feelings or situations?
Peppermint's always good because I do tend to
happy
get
baby.
bloated. Yeah. Yeah, for me, eating too many beans. Or eating things I shouldn't have. Don't tell Sophie. Or I love a chamomile.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, chamomile. I love a chamomile with a bit of honey, yeah, especially before you go to bed.
Yeah, I think you've got to have the honey in it, and that's the thing with herbal tea bags. I've never found one that like lived up to its smell. They always smell so nice, and then you put it in, you're like, it's like
the
water.
berry ones and stuff.
Like,
yeah.
It's like misselling someone. That's what I feel about it. So with the
Misselling.
honey,
Yeah. You tricked me.
It smells so nice, but it tastes like water.
Shit.
Yeah, like, what are you?
You'd have to start your own range.
Chamomile's
Yeah.
true to its form, true to its smell.
Is
yeah.
it?
I love that.
Yeah, especially
had
with
it.
a bit of. But you've never had
It's good for
chamomile.
No, because
Yeah.
like I say, you try it and you think you're being all healthy, and like it's like boiling water. It's just boiling water.
Bit of chamomile, bit of honey.
Bit of honey.
Yeah,
I'm going to try it.
Yeah. I will just leave you with a bit of a remedy though. If you are feeling a
go
bit
on.
under the weather, this is it's what we call the potion. I'm doing this because I feel a bit cold. It is hot water with honey, half a lemon squeezed, sliced ginger and sliced turmeric in the bottom of the cup as well, and apple cider vinegar. But a good 2 cupfuls of it. Honestly, that is a game changer. Anyone that's feeling a bit run down or fluey or, drink shitloads of that. And I'm telling you, within a day or two, you'll be right as rain. Yeah, we call it the potion. Anyone that's like a bit sniffling that, have you had the potion?
Have you had the potion?
Lilia says, she used to call me bro. She's going through these phases, you know, with the pickle
it's
things.
awful,
She
isn't
calls
it?
it, bro, that's weird. And then lately she'd be going, girl, that is so weird. Stop calling it a potion. You're not a witch. I'm like, but am I?
Am I? You do
In a
not
previous
know.
life.
Yeah. I got called
Who knows?
cringe on the school run this morning because I said something. I didn't even, it was really nice what I said. And she was like, you're just so cringe.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Devastating,
okay.
isn't it?
Do you know
When
what I
kids
said
do
wrong?
this to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially the older they get. But you have been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much
Thank
for joining
you.
us today and sharing all of your wisdom and your witchery ways.
And making tea the right way.
Yeah. Thank you very much.